Hey Angela, how you doing? Seems like people aren't getting notices anymore. Or either everybody's busy, nobody wants to chat. It's been a crazy couple of days in this world. What the heck was that? Yeah, I started it about 5 minutes ago, I guess. I saw a couple of people pop in when I left, and then you showed up. Hey, Country Po, how are you doing? It's been a while since I've done a live stream. I was just sitting out here, gonna sit out here on the back porch. I'm eating a salad, so I hope y'all don't hear me crunching away on the salad and roast chicken. Well, here's a few more. No? I'm good, Angela. It's been busy and had a lot going on this past week. I had a conference on dreams and visions, kind of explaining how God can give you dreams and visions, and then that's what my husband taught, and I taught on the interpretation part of it, which me and you, Angela, still got to get together about your dream, your Las Vegas shooting dream. Hey, Debbie W. I can't even talk. Yeah, it was a good conference. Everybody really liked it. But I've been busy, and then I wake up Saturday hearing about the crazy shooting, and so I can't go to sleep Saturday night. I go to sleep for a little while, and I wake up in the middle of the night, and after I turn my phone on, it's when I'm hearing about the shooting at the bar, so then I had a hard time going back to sleep. Okay, Angela. Drive home careful, and we'll visit. I just want to see if anybody had anything about the current events they want to talk about. I posted a video earlier. Talks a little bit in the video about a false flag that... Not a false flag, excuse me. Wrong wording. A copycat shooter in Tampa who tried to pull something off. I think it was Saturday afternoon. He called and said he was fixing to drive to his Walmart that was a few miles away, and he was going to shoot it up because he was intrigued with shooting everything he had seen on the news about the shootings. So he thought he was going to do a copycat thing, but anyway, they intercepted him or something. His mother actually worked at that Walmart, of all things, but she wasn't there. She wasn't there working that day. But anyway, it's in that video. Talks about him a little bit in that video. Okay, Country Post said Murica is broke. Who or where is Murica? America. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't understand your accent there, Country Po. Yeah, America is broke in many ways. But I think the family unit is broke is what the biggest problem is. Because when kids these days, notice it's normally young people mostly doing these shootings. They've been spending their life probably playing these shooting video games. Which I've got a grandson in there right now playing a video game. We don't let him play anything that's rated for mature audiences yet. He moved in, he's living with us, so we're, you know, he can't stay in his room and play video games all the time. But he's not a rebellious kid. It doesn't seem to be making him want to go out and shoot people. He actually wants to join the Air Force. Okay, Angela. That sounds good. Did you want to do a live stream soon? I tried to get my computer set up to do a live stream because I don't know if Streamlabs is still jacking with the audio on the mobile. I'm using my mobile with the Streamlabs app. Is it making a bunch of goofy noises that are interfering? Because if it is, and they're still doing something to the audio, preventing you from doing it mobile. So I downloaded it. You can download Streamlabs on your computer, and I did that. I'm having a hard time figuring out how to get it to work, though. It doesn't seem to want to cooperate with me. It's got a whole bunch of stuff you can do to it on your laptop. We're going to have to talk to somebody who knows more about it. Explain it to me. Yeah, Angela, I'm with you. That's why I'm trying to learn how to do it on my laptop. I don't know. I don't have a full battery on here either, so I don't know how long my battery is going to last doing this live stream. Or at least while I'm sitting outside anyway. It's just prettier out here and it's quiet. Except for the occasional neighbor. The dog's outside. His dog's outside right now. But yeah, the Streamlabs app for my laptop, way confusing. It's got all kinds of settings and stuff on it, and it keeps telling me that I don't have the encoder key set up right or something. That's why it won't let me go live on it. So I just brought my phone out here and trying to do it on my phone. But I don't know how the audio's sounding. Usually when you're doing the live stream, the audio's been jacked up. But then after the live stream uploads, it's fine. And all that scratchy background noise is gone. I want to go live on my mobile. It's Wifey hates this stuff. Well, Country Po, there's an app you can download called Streamlabs. If you go to their website, they have a version for, it doesn't matter if you have Apple or Android. There's a version for each. Download it, and even if you don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, you can go mobile on your phone with it. There may be some other ones, but that one works pretty easy. That's the one I've been using. It's just the one for your laptop I can't figure out. Yeah, if you use the Country Po, if you use the Streamlabs, at least on my Apple phone, it doesn't, I don't have, but I think last I looked, like 480 subs. So I'm still a good little over 500 away from having enough to do it just straight through my phone on YouTube. I don't really know how to get my subs up at this point, but I haven't had a lot of time to be making videos lately either. I've still got a few Vegas videos I want to do. But some of y'all have noticed I'm trying to add in current events that go along with the end times biblical end times teaching, or current events in the world that would somehow tie in with the end times, like natural disasters, earthquakes, political stuff that has to do with the Mideast. I may do some teaching on dream. Some of the people at church when I told them I was doing it, YouTube, I was starting a YouTube, getting my YouTube channel going good, and I told them I'd probably do a series on dreams and dream interpretation. They were really excited about that, so that might be another avenue, because the Bible says in the end times, your old men will dream dreams, your young men will have visions, and there are lots of people having lots of dreams and visions that tie in with the end times right now. As a matter of fact, one of our members sent me a dream through email today, and it's pretty shocking. It's shocking, and it's I believe it's prophetic, but it has to do with some things going downhill in this country. So we'll see. Well, Country Po, download it. If you have any problem on Apple, I can tell you what to do on it. Yeah, Angela G. I think just since of the NZ shooting, I don't want you talking about that. That's when they started this, where you have to have 1,000 subs. They don't want somebody walking in with a gun and doing a live stream unless they're, a big time YouTuber. I guess, I don't know. I guess if somebody was really trying to plan something that dramatic, they could wait till they get 1,000 subs, do some shocking videos. There's other kinds of topics I could do that would get me to 1,000 subs, but that's just not where I want to go. Yeah, thanks, Angela. I know you were excited when I told you I was going to be doing dreams and end time stuff. Some people really get into it. I've studied the end times for at least 30 years now, since I've been a young Christian. And I was always confused. One denomination would tell you this, another denomination will tell you this. And I'd read the Bible, and it didn't seem like nothing was lining up with anything anybody was trying to tell me. So I just got frustrated. And I said, well, Lord, you're going to have to teach me and show me, because apparently not everybody's got it right. I don't know who to listen to. So he just had me studying it. He wouldn't allow me to use a Bible that had footnotes in it. I couldn't read any other books. He just wanted me and a King James Bible. I could use a Strong's Concordance, which, if you don't know what that is, that's where you can look up what the words mean in the original Greek or Hebrew. The Old Testament was written in Hebrew and the New Testament was written in Greek. So sometimes when it got transferred into King James language, it kind of altered the definition a little bit. And that's why actually what I read is a Bible called the Complete Jewish Bible. And it was written by a Jew who got saved. And so he understood the Jewish customs and ways and everything, which is, that's what the Bible's written based on. So he got saved and he went back to the original transcripts and he translated the Bible into English, but he understood the Jewish customs. And when they did that with the King James, they didn't understand all the Jewish traditions and customs and some of their like allegory and stuff like that. So this Jewish guy did this a number of years ago, and it really, to me, makes things clearer. And it gives some scriptures a little bit of a depth of meaning that you wouldn't get trying to understand the King James Bible. Trying to read some of the comments. Country Poe, yeah, I got a few of them myself. Joe's a catch-all channel, whatever finds interesting. Yeah, I mean, I've thrown up some personal videos about personal stuff, and I usually don't share those with just everybody, but it just seems to me people do better than what I've researched and saw. You kind of stick with something besides being a pastor. I really want to kind of start sticking with things that are kind of biblical. Joe's making soap. Well, see, I like that prepping stuff too. So there's a lot of, you know, how to grow your own food, make your own soap, can your own food. I watched some videos this weekend on how to dry can rice and beans, and they'll last like 15 to 20 years canned in these big jars if you do it right. And if there happen to be any pesky little things in there that were in your bag from the grocery store, you'll kill all that too. Yeah, jalapenos are usually, any kind of pepper is easy to grow. Herbs are easy to grow. Basil, I put some basil in between my tomato plants year before last, because it said basil was a natural insect repellent and would keep the bugs away. And it said to space them around in between your tomato plants. Well, my tomato plants weren't any good. That was the first year we tried to do it, and we didn't test the soil in there. I think it just wasn't, the soil wasn't rich enough to really grow anything in. But man, that basil grew, and I didn't do anything. I stripped the leaves at the end of the season and dried them all. And I mean, that basil just went crazy. And then the next year, I just left them in there, the plant in there, and I thought, well, the winter they're all going to die out. Well, in the spring, the next spring, a bunch of it came back. Not all of them, but a whole bunch of it came back. It came back, and grew me another batch. I used to live on a farm when I was a teenager, and we probably had, our garden was probably as big as this backyard. So, the whole backyard. So that was a pretty big garden. We grew, you name it, we grew it. We'd have a couple of rows of corn, a couple of rows of potatoes, a couple of rows of carrots, peas, green beans, beets. I don't know, there's a little bit of everything. Zucchini, squash, cantaloupe. My mother liked to grow cantaloupe. But then she'd spend the rest of the summer after harvesting, she'd spend it canning most of that stuff. And we had chickens, and I would take care of the chickens. That was part of my job, take care of the chickens, since I was the oldest kid in the house at the time. So being out on our farm would really be what I would like. I asked my husband, I wanted to find a farm, but we didn't do that. Yeah, Angela, it looks like, yeah, just playing a live feed when something's going. I'm just not sure how to do that. I've got that app on my phone. Well, I guess that you got it, if you can, you're doing live streaming from your tablet, but you got it probably playing on your phone. So I'd have to figure out how to get, I've got that same app on my phone. The app that's got that live stream, Broadcastify. I have to get my laptop where it's going to work so I can do that. Where I can stream from my laptop. So if anybody knows why my Streamlabs app on my computer is not letting me, keep saying I don't have the right encoder key, but I'm fixing to watch some YouTube videos about Streamlabs and see if there's not a video out there they've got a bunch of videos up. See how to figure it out. Yeah, I think though that scanner will, some things when I'm on YouTube, nothing else will play, but the scanner I do think will play while it's playing, because I can play the scanner in the background while I'm watching or reading something else, and a lot of times it'll work. I may do a test on it here in a little while and just see if it'll work. But anyway, I've just been really sad by the shootings. I read an article today about a couple. They had a newborn. They dropped off their little girl at cheerleading practice, and it was her 6th birthday, so they went to Walmart to buy decorations and stuff for her party. And they had a newborn baby. The mother was shielding the newborn baby, and the father was shielding the mother and the baby, and both the mother and the father died. And so now this infant and a 6-year-old, which it was her birthday, what a birthday to remember, don't have their parents anymore. Global Watchman in 30 minutes. That sounds like a cool site. I'll have to go check it out. Because the Bible talks about watchmen on the wall. And that's kind of what I feel like sometimes, a watchman on the wall. Watching and being prepared and watching to see what's around the corner. You can't always see everything, and you can't always prepare for everything, but there are some things in your ability that you can. Like, for instance, Joseph in the Bible, he had a dream while he was in prison. It's, if you had never read it, it's a cool long story, but the Lord gave him wisdom. He gave the dream to the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh put him in charge because he was able to interpret his dream. So there was going to be 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine. So the Lord gave Joseph a plan and information to show him how to prepare during those 7 years of plenty for the 7 years of famine. And I believe the Lord can do that stuff with us too. Okay, thanks, Angela. I'll check it out. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's religious or not, but you know me, I watch a wide variety of different things, and I've been in a wide variety of different chats. So I'm not one to not join a group just because it's not a Christian group. You know that. And I'm pretty open-minded, with people's ideas and stuff. Even if I don't agree, I mean, no reason in being a horrid, hateful person to somebody just because you don't agree. It's probably a good thing, Angela, so the channel don't get divided. You can't even have any friends anymore in Las Vegas YouTube land. Sad. But anyway, it is what it is. Some of it I think was accidentally made, and some of it I think was intentionally made to cause the division. But that's my thoughts. All I know is I want to stay away from the drama, and that's my intention. I don't want any more crazy drama. Well, we got 2 people chatting and somebody's watching. Country Poe, join the club. Me and lots of Vegas people aren't getting along right now, so I just leave everybody alone. Go into a chat every once in a while, and I might be in there watching more than people know I am. But I don't chat always anymore. Just listen to see if anybody is dropping any good information or links that I haven't found yet. Oh, let me see if I know how to do that, Angela. I'm not sure if I know how to do that in Streamlabs. Let me see. Nope. Nope. That's not it. I know how to do it in the YouTube app. Sorry, Angie, I don't know how to do it. I know you want to share a link with Poe, but I can't figure out how to do it in the Streamlabs app. That's the problem. Okay, if he's got a video up, just go throw it on one of his videos real quick. Sorry, I don't know how to do it on the Streamlabs app. If we're in the regular YouTube app, I know how to do it. You just hold your finger over their name, and then you can set it. Tell what you want to make them. I'm gonna show y'all my ugly feet. It's nice and quiet out here. We had another swimming party Sunday for the youth. Lord have mercy. These youth are going to wear me out. Now we got 2 people and 4 people watching. Y'all can post a link, whoever's watching. You can post a message. As long as you're nice, I'll be nice. Yep, 6 people watching. Only 2 of y'all chatting. I don't know about if those youth will keep me cool or not. Are you still driving, Angela? Now there's 7 people watching. Well, more people are watching, just not chatting. Yeah, Angie, but we're talking about teenagers. And some are preteens. They've been letting some that are 11 and go into the youth. It's supposed to be 12, but up to 18 years old. Well, it takes you 6 minutes to get home from work. Wow. You think you scare them? I think I scare mine too, because they do behave pretty well. Most of them. I'm watching this live stream, the numbers as far as the connection, and he keeps going real strong and then goes real weak. Goes real strong, goes real weak. Hey, Miss Dawn, how are you doing? We're just chit-chatting about a little bit of everything, current events and life in general. I hadn't done a live in so long, I figured I should do one so people know I'm still here. And Country Poe's gonna go bathe the dog. He's been here chatting. I just assume Country Poe's a he. I'm not sure because I don't know who that is. My screen went crazy. Yeah, Miss Donna, it's pretty crazy. No, I know who you are then, Mike. Yeah, you've been a 7 mile for a long time. As far as I know, we never got sideways about anything. I just figured he was a he. I don't know why, but somehow or another, Country Poe was a he. Yes, Miss Dawn, we were talking about the crazy events of this weekend, and there were some other shootings too. That there was one in Chicago, in a park or something, and them. Even before the Garlic Festival, there was one up there in Baltimore. I don't know. There's been a bunch of smaller shootings going on that not as well known as the two that happened. The El Paso and the Dayton ones. Hey, Truth Seeker, how you doing? Maybe that's the one I was thinking about was New York. There was something that happened in Chicago too, though, and I think it was there was 2 different parks or something. I don't know. There's been a bunch of smaller shootings going on. I think one person died in that one, but there was a handful of people hurt. And then I was talking about the guy who was trying to do a copycat thing in Tampa Saturday, and he got caught. I made a video about that earlier, so if y'all want to know the details on that one, just go look at that video. But, yeah, they're all trying to make this into something political, though. I mean, these people's bodies hadn't even got cold yet, and they're already trying to make all these political moves and blame it on so-and-so and blame it on so-and-so. The only person you can blame it on is the shooter. Nobody made that shooter shoot a gun, either one of those shooters, except for the shooter. The one in Brooklyn was before the Garlic Festival, though, right? Because I think I put a video up about that one. The Brooklyn. It's been a while, unless there was another one in Brooklyn. But there's been lots of small shootings. If you just... Yeah, Angela, that's a good topic. That's what... First off, I get nauseated thinking about the amount of people that are dead and the amount of people who are injured and will probably have some kind of injury they got to deal with for the rest of their lives. Yeah, True Seeker, the Brooklyn, yeah. That was the day before it was called the Old Timers Festival. Because I remember looking at that. I either did a video or I sent the link to somebody because I just didn't have time, and I sent the link to somebody so they'd do a video on it. I don't remember. But I remember reading it and watching it, and there was nobody doing any videos on it when I found it. $65 dead from the 4 shootings. But then the other part that makes me nauseated is the short amount of time that it took to start making things political. Even Beto, sorry, but I don't really care for that person. But he stopped what he was doing and ran back to El Paso so he could start making it political. Probably will be, Angela. Make sure and let me know when you're going to be doing that one. I'd like to be there. My first husband is deceased from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Guess I shouldn't put that out there. Somebody will be trying to say I tried to do it. Oh, the haters gonna hate, aren't they? Well, just let us know, Angela, when you're gonna do it. You can post it as a future stream. That'll help generate some interest in everything, so you'll get more people at the live stream. That's why I wasn't sure how many people would be popping into this live stream. Got 3 people chatting. Country Post said he's listening. Says 4 people, and so we got 5 other people watching that don't want to chat. They're just lurking, thinking they're going to hear something. That's good, Angela. Don't let them affect you. I'm not letting them affect me now either. Some people got crazy ideas in their head. Whatever. Let them believe what they want to believe. Well, Angela, if you figure out how to make somebody a mod while the Streamlab thing is going, let me know. Hello, Vicky. How are you doing? Well, these shootings are sad, but there are, I know there's going to be conspiracy things with these last 2, the one in El Paso and the one. There's going to be things coming up because there's witnesses that say that there were, in El Paso, there were 2 shooters. There's another witness that's in Spanish. I found it last night. She's saying there's 4 shooters. And then there were people at the Dayton one saying there were more than 1 shooter. But I don't know. There's probably going to be some stuff come up out of this that there's going to be more videos on them, I'm sure. Now, Truth Seeker's been busy making bunches of videos. I pumped out a few last weekend, and then I was busy. That's the most I've done in a while. I did a whole bunch, and then because everything went crazy with these events, they didn't get too many views. Everybody was trying to keep up. They do, Truth Seeker. I noticed that when I saw a picture of the Garlic Festival shooter and the El Paso shooter side by side. Just like, what the heck? It's weird. And then the guy who did the Dayton shooting, there's an obituary online that's freaky too. There's a guy with the same name that died in 2014, and his sister's name, he's got a sister also named Megan, and it's spelt the same way. And then there's, so apparently, I think they're saying his mother's name was Catherine, and this guy who died, his mother's name was Catherine. So it's a little freaky. And when you look at the pictures, they look pretty similar. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. There's going to be more videos made. Yeah, there was some stuff. I saw only one article that went into detail about the hit list. But I'm telling you, I'm from Texas, guys. Some of y'all know that. Some of y'all don't know that. But, of course, Texas is so big. It's, I don't know how many hours. Probably 4 or 5 hours to El Paso. I live right in the middle of Texas. But it can happen anywhere, guys. What gets me about the El Paso shooting is most people in Texas are gun toters. I mean, I would say probably half of everybody totes a gun on their self, or I've got a gun pocket in my purse, so even if I take my purse to church and I leave the room to go to another room, I take my purse with me so I can keep my gun on me. You know, that's what gets me, that there wasn't anybody in that store that was armed. I mean, that's what gets me. Why were there not more people with guns on them? Hey, KL, how you doing? Yeah, I know it's in Connecticut, but the sister's name's the same, the mama's name's the same. That's weird. That's freaky. But it does look a lot like him in the obituary, so I know it's going to be brought up. No, it's not 13 hours to El Paso. Can't be 13 hours. Because it's only like 5 hours to get to Odessa, and I've made that trip many a times. We used to have a business out there in the Odessa Mall. Can't be that much further to get to El Paso. Yeah, I'm good, KL. Hey, J. Lee. All of a sudden, everybody's showing up. Texas is a big state. It can take you all day to get from one side to the other. Where I live, it's about a 6-hour drive, either border you want to go to. Well, except for the Oklahoma border. It doesn't take that long for me to get to Oklahoma. Probably, what, 2.5, 3, probably 3 hours to get to Oklahoma border. Wow. I don't know, but honestly, I'm afraid this is not the end of these mass shootings. All I got to say is everybody needs to pay attention. If you can carry concealed in your state, carry concealed. Keep your wits about you when you walk in a place. I mean, I walk into a restaurant and I always decide which side of we like to sit at booths. I always decide which side of the booth I'm going to set on depending on where that front door is. Paladin's going live tonight. Anybody know what time? I'm sure it'll be good. I need to get my phone charged up. It's getting dark out here now. Y'all see? It's getting dark. No, it wasn't, because I found that PowerPoint video while it was going on. You just had to go to the police website, and there it was. I got it downloaded. Country Po. Yeah, we got 10 people in here now. It only took about an hour. How about that? No, Jay, the stupid drama hasn't passed. It's not ever going to pass. They want you to pick a side. Even if you're going to be like me and stay down in the middle, doesn't make any difference. You got people mad at you because they got some crazy idea in their head that you're some kind of, you're out to get them all. Big Kahuna 88. Well, Big Kahuna 88, if their sign is not a legitimate sign, they have to be a certain size and so big and have certain verbiage on it. They can't just say, no handguns allowed. It's got to be an official sign. Yes, if they have a goofy sign, and some people try to get by with a goofy sign that isn't the legitimate sign, I will go in there. I have went to a few places with my gun on purpose, because I'll be danged if I'm going to go watch a movie and be stuck inside a dark movie theater without my gun. And I have done it quite a few times, and it doesn't make any difference. I know if I ever pull it out and have to use it, though, it's going to be a big deal. But I'd rather be in jail from it than dead for not having it on me. So that's my opinion on that. But you can get your license yanked if you get caught doing something like that. Normally, though, in a hospital, I'll take it out and put it in my console in my car. I normally won't take it into in a hospital. I put it up. Yes, Big Kahuna 88, there is a specific signage they have to have, and it has to be, the letters have to be a certain size, it has to be so big, and it has to have certain verbiage on it. And if they don't have that official sign, you can walk in there and carry. Now, there is a sign, too, that says no open carry, which we happen to have that on our church, no open carry. We just don't want people freaking out. Now, we have our own security at the church. We got ex-Iraqi and ex-Afghanistan who are our security. And then there's some other guys that are concealed carry. It's sad when you got to make sure, even a small church, because after that church shooting down in Sutherland Springs, we put together an official thing at our church. Because we wanted to have, because we had people who, in our leadership, who concealed carried, and everybody knew I did, and there's actually 3 girls in our church that carry, that always carry. Because I sold them their purses too, so I know they carry. But so there's 3 of us women that I know of that carry in our church, and a good handful of guys. And then we've usually got 2 to 3 security guys monitoring our cameras and monitoring the parking lot and stuff during a service. And when you get pulled over in Texas, it's best to hand them your concealed carry card at the same time you hand them your license. And if the cop will ask you, he'll normally ask you, do you have your gun on you? 'Cause I got pulled over a while back. I didn't get a ticket though, thank goodness. But I just told him, I said, and just to let you know, my gun is in my purse. And he said, okay. He didn't ask me to even get out of the car or anything, and he checked everything, handed me back my stuff. It seems like when you give them your concealed carry at the same time, though, they don't give you near as much a hassle. You just inform them, I do have my gun on me, officer, just to let you know, and he'll ask you where it is, and you tell him. Yeah, apparently getting a gun in certain states are very, very hard to do. But look at Chicago. Okay? That's one of the strictest gun places, isn't it? And look at all the shootings they have. More people get killed by guns there than anywhere else. Which dating shooting video? Truth in You. Did you look at the one I put up? Where there's 4 seconds missing? Trying to keep up with the comments. Haven't gotten a message saying my battery's low yet, but I had only half a battery life, and this app usually sucks the battery out of it. So when I run out of power, whenever that is probably when I'll stop streaming. Yes, Truth Seeker, most of these cases are just really bizarre. Well, Truth in You, go look at not my last video I put up today. Look at the video before then, where it says something about something missing. What's missing, or 4 missing seconds, or something like that. Go look at that one. Because whoever released that surveillance video cut 4 seconds out of it. It was kind of weird, because why? Because there's also, they made a blurred block to cover up a victim, but why didn't they just do the blurred block for all that time? Why did they cut 4 seconds out and do a blurred block? I don't understand that part. I think there was, well, I'm just not going to say what I think, because I don't want to I don't want to get in that one too deep, but there's too many things about both those, the El Paso shooting and the shooting in, they were showing the guy in El Paso, his house. I mean, it was his parents' house, of course. That house probably cost twice what this house cost. They got a really nice, really, really nice house up there. And I'm thinking, did that kid just get everything he wanted? And Sean just posted a video about an edit. He probably watched mine. It's probably the same one. He's probably trying to say it was some goofy something. I don't know. But I got a security system, and I've had to download video off of it before. And it doesn't just erase 4 seconds. Mine's never erased 4 seconds. And I've never seen it freeze up for 4 seconds. Well, I had it bookmarked, Truth Seeker, that obituary. I'll see if I can find it. I might have screen saved it. I'm not sure if I did or not. I'll look when I get off of here, because I know I bookmarked the link. I think that's the one she's talking about. Well, if the old obituary is deleted, then that's weird, because as far as I know, they don't ever delete anything off those legacy things. It was a legacy, a legacy obituary. I found obituaries that were way back further than 2014, too. I found some that was back, like, in the 90s on there. I mean, shoot. I don't think they take them off of there. Well, I don't think they normally take them off of there. I guess you would somehow or another have to get it took off. I don't know if I've seen the new one. Who's got the new one out, Truth and You? Is it 5x5 or Sean? I don't know if I can stay connected and go look, but I'm going to go see if I can find it. I think it'll let y'all still keep chatting. Many people looking at it, that it's the PowerPoint was created in January. No, of shooters or possible shooters. Yeah, you just got to remember, if you really want something, you better save it. Because it might be here today and gone tomorrow. Yep, you got to copy as much as you can because you don't know when it's going to be gone. Well, guys, you can see it's getting dark out here. I'm surprised the mosquitoes aren't over here eating me up. Maybe it started getting too hot for mosquitoes. I don't think I saved it, True Seeker. Maybe somebody else did, hopefully. I just saved the link to it. I mean, like, what are the odds that a kid that looks like the shooter's gonna have an obit from 2014? His mother's got the same first name, and the sister's got the same first name. It's just, yeah, he was in Connecticut, though, yeah. And his sister's name, Megan, is spelled, Megan can be spelled several different ways. So this is spelled the same exact way that they're currently spelling the sister who died's name. But I'm telling you what, guys, I'm watching and seeing what the government's saying and social media. They're going to stop all the conspiracy talk. That's what they're aiming towards doing. They're trying to shut it all down. So if you don't believe whatever the officials put out and you start saying something different on your vids, you're going to have to be very good at how you express it, or they're going to take it down. Yes, I agree, Angela. It's awesome when people help each other, because that's what this is. This is how we started out. 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. We started out 2 years ago, and we all worked on the same team, pretty much. We shared information. We bounced ideas off of each other. We came into chats like this and talked about this, that, the other. Shared stuff. If somebody wanted it to do a video on and you had it, that's the way we used to roll. And it'd be nice that, maybe all of us can't get back to that, but I'm willing to be the person who will live stream and let it happen. If people from different sides want to come in and talk, as long as you're being nice to each other and work together and, come into a live chat and do it. Well, truth in you, a lot of what's put out isn't all that great. But, what I'm saying is, if we don't believe the official narrative and we start putting different alternative ideas on here, they're going to start taking it down. They're trying to make it, they're going to try to take it down, because that's where they're going to. They're going to say that that's what happened. That's why these guys went off their rockers or whatever from watching all this conspiracy theory stuff. And so if we're not agreeing with the official narrative on something and we're trying to show some alternative evidence, even though we can find evidence and put the evidence out there, they're going to start shutting those channels down. So you're going to have to be very careful what you put up, how you put it up, and the verbiage you use, and even your disclaimers. I have to be a little bit more creative with it. Hey, Truth Bomb. So, yeah, this I can just see the handwriting on the wall. That's where it's headed towards. They're going to start trying to limit what we can say and not say. So, if you don't agree with what the official narrative is on something, you're going to have to be careful. You're going to have to choose your words correctly, so that you don't get your channel took down. So, man, it's dark out here now, isn't it? You can see my foot still, but for some reason my solar light on my little angel over there is not working. She's supposed to be a light shining on her, and it is not working. Guess we need a new solar light or something. Truth in You has lost 7 videos. I don't think I've lost any videos myself, but I have had a couple flags saying, and it was for music is what it was. They don't like me playing Toby Mac or Bob Seger. I mean, geez, come on. Where it was blocked or something in our country. So I guess in some foreign country where they don't know who the heck they are, they'll let it play. So there's some social medias that you're going to start having more problems with. I'm just saying, if you want to keep your channel, you're going to have to be creative in how you present it. Yeah, Country Poe, but there is some video out there. There's one of a Spanish lady, and she says, and they've got an interpreter, and she says there were 4 guys dressed in black with guns. So there's videos out there. The ones that are, I saw another one early on. I may have saved that one though, but there's another one early on. Hey, okay, KL, I'm fixing to head out too. Then we'll close this down because I want to hear Paladin. But there's another one early on of another Spanish lady, and she says she saw 2 people dressed in black with guns. Okay, so it seems pretty cut and dry, but then why are these other witnesses saying that? I mean, I'm not trying to start anything, but I mean, they either know, I don't know. They seem to know what they think they saw. So it's just like in Las Vegas. So many witnesses said they saw other people, saw other shooters, but nobody wants to listen to them. Well, guys, I'm going to end this because I do want to go watch Paladin myself, and my battery's probably about to die, so I need to get it charged up. I've already been going for over an hour now, I know, but so anyway, love you guys, love all y'all. Y'all pray for all these families. That's just, it's just terrible now that there's people without their parents, these babies that don't have their parents anymore. And so let's just keep praying that we find a solution to it, and it's not taking the guns away, but I pray that there is a solution, and that they will give our leaders, especially to pray for President Trump, that it'll give him good counsel and leadership to know what needs to be done. So thank you guys, love you guys, and I'll try to do another live stream. I won't wait so long this time. Love you guys. Good night.